What's up, my cannonballs? We're back for another morning cup of Joe, and I'm sitting outside enjoying the weather right now because it's not so cold right now. Even though it should be cold right now because we are in October. I don't understand it, but I do understand it's the climate changes. But that's not why I'm here to talk to you guys. I'm not gonna be long. But last night I was watching one of my favorite bloggers, and they were talking about different things in pop culture, but they had got on the topic talking about, dating people and getting ghosted. And I'm gonna tell you like this, you guys. I have been ghosted a whole lot, which is why I'm in the position where I'm in, which is why I'm in the predicament that I'm in right now. In the position too. I'm gonna say this. Although I can be a little bit much at times, I used to think when I was younger that it was always me. And from what I learned now, it wasn't always me. It was just the people that I was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you deal with these different individuals and these characters out here, they basically are just trying to choose which one they really want to be with. And 9 times out of 10, I just wasn't the one that they wanted to be with, you know? And that was okay, because that was just a sign from God that we are not meant to be. So therefore, He's going to take him out of my life. And He did. When I was in my 20s, around 25, or really later than that, 23, I didn't understand it. Because I felt like I was always I was myself around these people. I wasn't acting. Because some people can act, but I was really myself. I was myself. I was my authentic self. No matter what I did, no matter how much I tried to change certain things about myself, I was still myself. And I felt like me being myself, it was still no good for them. I don't know if it was the pictures. I don't know if it was them seeing me in person. Because I have this, I get this a lot. When they see a picture of me, my body weight, if it goes up and down sometimes, okay? Sometimes I may be a little bit plump, or, I may be a little kind of slim, just like Slim Jim. But if it's not meeting their standards, well, I would say if I'm not meeting their standards, then it's not good enough for them. And I have learned to accept that folks are gonna like what they like, and it is what it is. And there's nothing that you can really do about it. But when someone ghosts you, just know it's not you. It's them. It's them, and it's them just really picking and choosing who they really want to be with. You know what I'm saying? In actuality, that's really what it is. Because sometimes you got people out here that will ghost you because they are trying to have their cake and eat it too. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You can be with somebody for a couple of weeks, couple of days, maybe even a month, or even some years. You know what I'm saying? And you can see how much they how much they will give you their attention. And the less that you receive from them, when it comes to you and them, that's the sign that somebody else is around. And I really wish I would have told us, or I really wish I would have, how can I say this? I really wish I had that headspace in that, at that time, that, I was just another option for them. Now, in today's time, I can give a rat's ass if you leave or stay, because I'm still gonna be loving on me. Not to sound cocky, but the majority of the time, people want my attention. They do. And I can choose to give you my attention. I'm a very picky person. I'm very picky. But I'm not stupid though. You know, I'm not gonna be naive and ignoring things. Because around 23, 24, when I got when I got off the porch, when I got off the porch into this lifestyle, I was kind of a little bit naive. But sometimes you got to get out of that, and you got to wake up and smell the coffee. Because if you don't wake up and smell the coffee, you'll just be like a doormat. You know, they just only call you when their other party is not dealing with them. And that was my reality for really from 23 to 29. That was my reality. It was. I'm not accepting that type of behavior anymore now. You know, I woke up. It took me probably from 2016 to 2000 I'd say 2020. No. Yeah, no. I'd say 2018 probably to wake up and to stop accepting that type of behavior, because it wasn't good for me. It was terrible. You know, it had me feeling insecure about myself. You know, sleepless nights. Wondering why, what's going on with me. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I think, I may have lost my mind a little bit in those moments, because I was doing things that I normally would do. You know, I was popping up at people's houses and jumping gates. You know, I was just doing the most. I was doing the most. But when I woke up and I had to figure, and I really had to find out that I deserve better, man. It's one of the best feelings in the world. One of the best feelings in the world. And I told myself that I would not be going back. I would not be going back through this anymore. At all. I'm not taking on any more disrespect from any individual out here. Not at all. I'm moving forward. Because you know what? I didn't want to get to the point where I would be, in trouble by doing something crazy. I didn't want to do that. So I had to really get my psyche in order. And sometimes, you guys, when you are in situations like that, dealing with folks out here only calling you when they want to get between your legs, you got to say no. You got to say no. You may want it. You may want it. You may want to have sex, but you got to say no. Tell them to go out there and screw and break your back. Well, no, not break your back, but work your back on who you've been working your back on for all this time. Go back to them. You don't need me anymore. And that's what I tell myself. You don't need me anymore. You've been having so much fun with those individuals out there. Why come back to me? And so you're gonna be expecting me to be how you once found me, a little bit, maybe a little bit broken, maybe a little bit desperate, maybe just maybe a hopeless romantic. No, that's not me anymore. I'm out. I am out. I'm out of that mindset. I'm changed. And you guys, if you're going through that, you gotta change. You gotta change it up, because it will mentally affect you. Your mood. I'm already moody as it is. But the ball is in your court. And I really wish I would have known that the ball was in my court, because, not to sound cocky, I don't know if I said this already, but people always wanted my attention. It kind of has slowed down, because I am kind of, I done filled out a little bit. But hell, if you can't accept me for who I am right now and how I look weight-wise, bye. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't. And I noticed that people that have came into my, in my presence, they all of a sudden get kind of mad because they see a picture for a moment, because my weight may go up and down, and they be so disappointed, like, oh my goodness, like, okay, well, if you don't like what you see, bye. I'm not gonna change myself because how you want me to look. I'm not doing that. I used to do that a long time ago, but I'm not doing that. It's about me. It's about me being happy. Me being free to be who, for me being free and loving me for who I am and not accepting unacceptable behavior. Because I refuse to go back to that. I would be single. Like I am right now, I'd be single. Like, I just, I can't take that. I can't take that. And I used to be feeling so bad. Like, why does everybody leave me? Why does everybody leave me? But I have to learn that that's going to happen. That's going to happen. But one thing, I had to tell myself, one thing that I noticed that I didn't leave me. No matter what I went through, I didn't leave me. Because, some people will have to go to, I'm going to say it like this. Some folks are not so strong, and they'll go to a mental hospital. I'm so blessed that the situations that I went in, that I was going through, I didn't have to go through that, And I'm so glad that I had a sane mind, I thank God for that, because I really could have lost my mind. I really could have thought that everything was, it was the end of the world for me when it comes to, finding love. But to have my self-love and love for my family and close loved ones, friends, that's all I need. And even if they wasn't even loving me, I'm still going to be loving me, for me. And you got to tell yourself that you're going to love you for you, no matter if you're fat or skinny. No matter if you got a little fat hanging. No matter if you may not find yourself attractive, you better love you for you. You're not going to be able to look like how you used to look, in your early 20s or when you was a teenager. Accept how you look now. Embrace it, because it's not going to change. Well, it will change, but I'm just saying you're not going to change. You're not going to get back to having smooth skin. Skins are going to switch up. And it's okay. I'm looking forward to getting older. Or really old. I don't mind it. I feel like a lot of people out here right now, they don't want to, admit it, but they scared to, say their real ages, and they want to go get Botox and liposuction. Man, forget all of that. Forget all of that, because at some point, all that shit is gonna drop. It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop. It's gonna be some shit sagging. And you're gonna have to love that shit that's sagging. You're gonna have to. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Because you know who loves you through it all? Through all your iniquities? God does. If nobody else does, God does. Alright, you guys. I'm out of here. But just remember though, it's okay if you get ghosted. But just know, you are not alone. And you gotta love yourself before you can love somebody else. I'm out of here.